Hey guys, it's Melissa with Investment Yoga. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Pilates for your glutes. So all I need from you today is some comfy clothes and your mat, and let's get started. Let's begin in a position on your back. Before we get going, I just want to remind us of the Pilates stance and the Pilates foundation, just so we use those throughout all of our moves. With Pilates, you should always be starting your moves from your powerhouse, which is your core, your front, your back. All of this works together. So let's just take a big inhale and exhale it all out. Again. Now I want you to focus in on removing that space between your back and the mat. So you're pulling your belly button in towards your spine, rotating the hips just a little bit if you need to, just to reduce that space, holding that core in, have that nice feeling of strength. And we're going to go up into our bridge pose. So your head is straight forward, put your hands alongside you. Your heels are a good distance away from your hinder. You want at least your feet to be further out than your knees. And we're going to press into the heels, lifting your body up. Now keep your head straight, looking up. Try not to move your neck in bridge pose. Taking a breath, engaging that core. Checking on those legs, making sure your knees are kind of jetting towards each other, pulling those inner thighs, and squeezing the glutes. Continuing to breathe. And let's let that down. Let that go. You can move your legs side to side if you'd like that first one. And let's do that again. So we're going to be pressing into our heel, one vertebrae at a time, coming up, squeezing the glutes, pulling the thighs together, feeling just the strength of your body weight here. Continuing to breathe. And let's bring that down one vertebrae at a time. You can bring those knees in if you'd like. Just give yourself a little hug. And give yourself any movement that feels good. Windshield wipers are always one that I love. Feet side to side, getting any tension out of that lower back. And when you're ready, meet me in stillness. Again, we'll do bridge pose, pressing into those heels, squeezing those glutes. Core is engaged, everything is working. You're pressing into your hands. And that's what Pilates is all about. It's everything working together and balancing out the body. Now from here, I want us to press into the left foot, and you're going to kick the right foot out. So just slowly, your right leg is raised and you're kicking it out. Feeling that glute, that left glute might be on fire. Set that down. Pressing into the hands, pressing into the legs, squeezing those knees together. Lift the left leg, and we'll do 5 kicks here. Try to make sure you're keeping the integrity of the pose, pressing into the hands. One more. Nice work. Bring it down, slowly, slowly, slowly. Give yourself a big hug. You can rock side to side here. Sometimes that creates tension in lower back, so you can do circles with your legs. If you go one way, make sure you go the other way. You're welcome to always do windshield wipers at any time. And come to center. We're going to press those feet onto the mat again. Hands are alongside us. We're going to press back up into that bridge, squeezing those glutes, squeezing those knees together, bringing one foot up into the air. We're going to pulse. So you're pressing into that left leg, feeling the glute. Your top foot is bringing your toes towards you. It's flexed. Should feel a little stretch in your hamstring. 2 more. You can do it. And bring it down. Get yourself back into the pose. Core is engaged. Glutes are squeezing. Bring that left leg up and we will pulse that as well. Your heel is pulsing towards the ceiling, pressing into the hands. Your whole body is working. Nice. And bring it down. You guys are troopers. Bring those knees in. And give yourself a couple rocks if that feels good on your back. And we're going to spin around on the mat onto our stomach. And so you're on your mat. Bring your hands in front of you. Bringing your head down to the mat. You're going to bring your feet together and your knees to the outside edges of the mat. So you're going to have a diamond shape in the back of you. You're going to bring your head down. You can put it on your hands or you can prop yourself up. Down is better. And we're going to bring our legs up. Diamond kicks. So you're bringing that diamond shape. Your feet are together. Your heels are pressing together. We should feel this in the glutes and the inner thighs. Keep going. Nice work. 2 more. Keep breathing. Nice. Let those legs long. You can bring them up. And let's do windshield wipers on our stomach. So you can place your cheek on the mat and then just go side to side. This feels amazing for your back. You can switch which cheek you have down. Bring your hands alongside your body. I'm going to have you push up. So you're going to be opening up the front body. Now, if you don't want to come all the way up, this is too much, you can do cobra. Or this is high cobra. Or you can do upward facing dog where your legs are off the mat. Whatever suits you. I just want you to be able to open that front body. Then bring yourself down. Bring your hands in front of you again. You can put your head on the mat again, or you can put your chin on your hands. And we're going to do heel beats. So what heel beats are is you lift your legs up and you tap your heels together. It's exactly what it sounds like. So your feet are out a little bit and then you tap them 2 times. Keep going. You should feel the glutes engaged. You should have your core engaged. And at any time, if this is too much tension in your lower back, feel free to drop it down at any time. Engage in those windshield wipers. That really will help. Let's just do a couple more. Nice job. Let's do that up cobra or up dog, whichever you prefer. Just stretching out the front body. Core is getting a little tight. And let's come up to tabletop position. So your knees are underneath your hips. Wrists are underneath your shoulders. Your back is neutral. Pull your core in. You feel a strong stomach. And then we're going to do cat-cow. So on an inhale, drop your belly, lift your eye gaze, and your seat bones come towards the ceiling. On an exhale, round your back, look towards your navel, rounding the back, pressing into the hands like an angry cat. And let's do that again. Inhale up,
seat bones reach higher to the sky, belly's dropping down. And exhale, cat, looking between the feet. Now do this a couple of these at your own pace and give your body whatever movements that you need. So if you want to bring your hips side to side while you go through these, if you want to stay in cat longer, press back, whatever feels good for you. And when you're ready, meet me back in tabletop. Now to really get the glutes working, get yourself into a tabletop where you're balanced, and we're going to do fire hydrants. So fire hydrants, you're going to bring your right leg up, just like a dog in a fire hydrant. Bring your leg up, and when you bring it down, don't let it touch the mat. Keep it hovering. Your core should be engaged, pressing equally into your hands, working on that balance and stability, while also firing up that glute. Nice work. Put that one down. If you got to rub it, you can. I get it. And get yourself stable. And let's do the other side. So bring your left leg up and down. Up. And again, if you feel yourself starting to arch your back or lean towards one way or the other, just stop, reset, and start again in good form. The form is so much more important than the number of reps. If we get the form down, all the muscles are working together, which is what Pilates is all about, this balance of muscles. So really, when we're working in Pilates, we're working everything together. And you can put that down, and how about I give you a break? Let's do child's pose. Your feet together, knees to the outside edges of the mat. Reaching your arms forward. Resting your head down on the mat. Oh. You can move your hips side to side, get a little stretch in those glutes. Stretching your arms forward. If you want a little bit more of an active pose, you can tent your fingertips. Lifting through the armpits. Let's reconnect with the breath here. Take 2 inhales and exhales at your own pace. Bringing yourself back to the present. Reminding yourself what you're doing. Nice. Then let's come up. Bring yourself to that nice tabletop position. Your core is engaged. You still have a flat back. And we're going to do donkey kicks from here. That's what I call them, but they're probably called all sorts of things. You're going to bring that right leg up, 90 degree bend in it, and back. Bring it back down to neutral. Don't bring it in any further. Make sure you're using equal weight in your hands. Core is engaged. Your heel is pressing up towards the sky. And now stop at the top. Flex the foot a little bit more, and we're going to do 10 pulses. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Bring that leg down. You can give yourself any movement if you're getting tight in the glute. And when you're ready, take your time. Come back to that neutral position. Core is engaged. You're going to bring the left leg up just like before, and we're going to do those donkey kicks. The more you have your heel kicking up, the more you're engaging the hamstring. If this causes you cramping, you do not have to use the heel up. And let's hold it and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woohoo! Oh, so you can come back into child's pose, or you can come up into downward facing dog. Whatever you prefer. Sometimes people don't like to do their shoulders when they're doing some lower body work, so I'm going to give you the option. I'm going to walk out my dog, stretch out my calves, but child's pose is awesome as well. So whatever you want today, whatever you have space for, and let's do 2 breaths here. And let's come back and meet in tabletop position. Now we're going to do some crossovers. So hands again underneath your shoulders. Knees are about hip width apart, maybe a little bit closer. You're going to bring the right leg out and you're going to tap it across and back. So you're basically going to both sides of the mat. Try to keep your gaze down or look at the foot. You're engaging that inner thigh, feeling the glute. One more. Again, that core should be engaged. That should be always engaged. Let's bring that down. And bring the left leg out. And we'll do the same. Tap it over and back. Core is engaged. You're pressing into the hands equally. Keeping that stability. And one more. Let's come back to a child's pose, just stretching out our back, stretching out our glutes. You can rock side to side. And when you're ready, come down onto your stomach again. Please place one cheek on the mat. Your hands are alongside you. Pressing into the mat with your feet. I want us to just bring our chin to the mat and lift your upper body, reaching your arms back. Feeling that in the core, pressing into the legs. You can feel it in your glutes. And come down. Rest one cheek on the mat. Bring your chin back to the mat. Now this time I'm going to have you lift your legs and your arms if that's available. So you're squeezing the glutes, your arms are reaching back, using your core, looking forward or down, whatever's best for your neck. Inhale and exhale. Letting yourself down. Rest a cheek on the mat. Oh, let that out. You can windshield wiper the legs too. This might feel good. Coming down. Bring your hands underneath your arms like this, so they're kind of like a diagonal diamond shape in front of you. And we're gonna do single heel beats. So you're gonna take your right leg, tap in twice. Left leg, tap in twice. Your core here is engaged. Your hamstring is engaged every time you do a double beat. And you can switch it up and not flex the foot. You can keep it pointed and then just see what it feels like to flex it. You're getting more engagement in the hamstring, but if it costs you the cramping, then stick with just to keep the flat foot. My goal is not to have you cramp up and not like this. One more on each side. Nice. From here, push yourself up. Now I want us to get a nice stretch in the glutes. So you can press up into down dog and walk that out. Also, you can go to child's pose, of course. And then walk yourself forward and come into a squat pose. So your feet are underneath you. And if you can't get all the way down here, that's okay. I just want us to be able to stretch the inner thighs because some of that did get in the inner thighs, and those are kind of hard to stretch. But from here, press your hands onto the mat and bring your hinder up behind you. Letting your head fall. So we're doing a little bit of a wide-legged, not press-a-rita, but a forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows. Micro bend in the knees. You're just trying to release some pressure in the back of the hamstrings. Let it fall down your back. Again, you can move from one leg to the other, whatever you feel like your backside needs to stretch out. Some of those exercises are pretty hard, especially because we don't do them a lot. Bring yourself up to a halfway lift. You should feel this in your hamstrings as well. Why don't you go ahead and grab your hands behind you if that's available. Fold forward, bringing your arms around and along. If this is uncomfortable on your shoulders, just drop them down and let them dangle. Come down to the mat. And bring your legs to the side of you. So your feet are kind of coming out to the side. And I want us to reach over. This is a nice stretch, comes down your side and into your glute. And let's reach over the other way. And bring our feet the other way. And we'll bring over this way. So you should feel it down your backside in the top of your glute. And stretch over the other way. And then come to your back again. And I'm going to do reclined pigeon. So bring your right foot over your left and let your ankle rest on your top of your thigh. And begin to bring your leg up. So you can grab underneath it. If this is enough, as you're on the floor, that's enough of a stretch, that's fine. Stay right there. Begin to walk your feet forward and see if you can bring it up further. And you can get an amazing stretch across the glute right here if you're doing the reclined pigeon. No matter what stage you're in, whatever is feeling the stretch for you is where you should be at. Don't try to do too much. But this is one of my favorite poses, and I know it's hard. You can release that. Switch sides, put your left ankle on your right thigh. Begin to walk that up. If you need more of a stretch, bring it up. You can grab underneath your thigh or hamstring, or you can walk it up to the top of your leg. Again, whatever level you're at. Some people are bendy, some people aren't, but this is an amazing stretch for your hip and your glute. And bring your knees in, roll yourself up. And that's what I have for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got a little burn. I am going to be doing a hamstring series and a hip series coming soon. So hit that like and subscribe button if you want to get notifications of the future classes. Otherwise, have an awesome day, guys, and great job. Thanks for joining me.